What you're looking at right now is the S&P after it slid earlier this week as investors' nerves shot right up their spines before the release of the latest consumer price index report. Now, that inflationary data we're actually going to go more into detail on in my Sunday video, so just make sure you're subscribed for that. As for today, I want to go ahead and let you in on my latest investment where I just spent over $5,000 on this one dividend gem and added it to my portfolio. With that, are you ready? Now, right off the bat, I want you to understand that inflationary readings definitely sway the market in one direction or the other, especially during times like right now when every investor so desperately wants the positivity run of pre-COVID times. However, mark my words, over the span of the long haul, all of us will be okay, which means that we really all should be thinking about the future, what it looks like, and how we're all really going to strive to advance mankind as a whole. And there's no better time then to think about such questions than when the market actually slides and there are a plethora of investment opportunities that are presenting themselves thanks to the baseless fears and outright market pandemonium. Now, I'm not a rocket scientist, nor am I in the business of trying to predict the future. But I'd like to think that our future, no matter who you are, where you live, or what you believe in, will be advanced by technology. Therefore, as a dividend investor with a real desire to keep it safe and consistently collect dividends, yet also with a thirst for growth that must be quenched, I found what I feel like is the perfect tech investment for all of us. So, what is it? Well, first, I'm just going to break it to you. It isn't an individual stock.
You know what they say, fool me once, strike one, but fool me twice, strike three.
But I can tell you this, it sure as heck grows like one. And with that, I present you with the Vanguard Information Technology ETF, ticker symbol VGT, which is an ETF that specifically was designed to track the performance of a benchmark index that measures the investment returns of stocks in the information technology sector, while passively managed for your benefit and mine, all to reduce fees. And now I'm sure many of you are out there thinking, well, what the heck? Does this fund even pay a dividend? Yes, it does. It's small but mighty at 0.57% of a dividend yield, which may not seem like much, but it's actually all about the performance here with VGT. Given the fund's makeup of about 312 stocks total, that will wow the heck out of you. So hypothetically, let's just say that you and I threw in $10,000 into this fund last year. Over the course of 1 year's time, we'd actually now be sitting on $14,828.77. It's a whopping 48+% worth of a return just over 1 year alone. Now, should we have been a little bit wiser, invested $10K 5 years ago, we'd now have $28,081.27, and even more of an intelligent investor gauging the future 10 years ago, well, those investors, brace yourself, they'd be sitting on $62,860.75. That's over 20% worth of an average annual return there. And if you're wondering, quite like myself, how such a fund could exist and how it works, well, it all comes down to the holdings here, with Microsoft and Apple as the top two, almost obviously, to a close third here with Nvidia, followed by Broadcom, Adobe, Salesforce, Advanced Micro Devices, Accenture, Cisco Systems, and Oracle, to which the fund also really covers a broad range of microsectors within the overall technology sector, with 26.3% worth of the fund's weight covering software, followed by 21.9% covering hardware and storage, another 19.9% covering semiconductors, before covering 14.8% worth of application software, and a more nominal 4.1% worth of consulting services. So if you're a dividend investor out there a bit more nervous as I am to invest in riskier tech bets, just thank Vanguard for easing all of our troubles in that department. As for me, I went ahead earlier this week to score 10 shares totaling $5,188.60. $2.70. And if you're worried about the fees that you may be confronted with given all the gains that you very well will probably be experiencing over time with VGT, Vanguard also has you covered there, keeping all of us investors in mind, coming in with a low expense ratio of just 0.1%, which works out to about $10 per $10,000 invested annually, which in my book makes VGT a steal. But now I'd love to catch your thoughts on VGT, if it's worth it, if you think I just made a terrible call, or how you're investing into tech specifically yet still playing it safe. Comment your thoughts down below. Of course, subscribe for more, or just click right on through to my next video here.